Hey there, Vikings faithful. Skull Nation, are you ready to dive into some electrifying Minnesota Vikings news? Training camp is wrapping up, and the purple and gold are making moves that have us buzzing with excitement. Just when you thought the roster was set, the Vikings drop a bombshell by signing a dynamic running back to bolster our backfield. Stick with me, because we're breaking down the latest scoop on Xazavian Valladay signing and all the juicy updates from training camp. What's the vibe in Minnesota as we head into the final week of preseason? The Vikings are fine-tuning their roster, and every move counts as we gear up for a thrilling 2025 season. With the regular season just around the corner, the front office is pulling out all the stops to ensure we're ready to dominate. So, let's get into it. What does Valladay's signing mean for our squad? And what's the latest from camp? Let's roll. Oh, and before we dive in, what's your take on our roster moves? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's get the skull chant going. Here's the full breakdown, scene by scene, of the Vikings' latest moves and what they mean for our Super Bowl dreams. The air in Eagan is electric, Vikings fans. The Minnesota Vikings just made a splash by signing running back Xazavian Valladay, a move that's got us all hyped as we head into the final preseason game against the Tennessee Titans on August 22nd. NFL Network's Mike Garafolo broke the news, confirming that Valladay, a 27-year-old speedster, is joining the purple and gold to add depth to our backfield. This is the kind of move that screams strategic planning as we prep for a grueling NFL season. Valladay's journey to Minnesota is a story of grit and perseverance. After going undrafted in 2023, this Illinois native bounced around the NFL, spending time with the Houston Texans, Pittsburgh Steelers, New York Jets, and New Orleans Saints. He's only seen action in one NFL game, logging 12 special teams snaps with the Jets in 2023. But his college stats? Absolutely jaw-dropping: 4,466 rushing yards and 35 touchdowns across Wyoming and Arizona State. So why now? With the roster cut-down day looming on August 26th, the Vikings are looking to protect their top running backs, Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason, from injury in the preseason finale. Valladay's signing gives us a fresh set of legs to test in game action, and who knows? Could he be a dark horse for the practice squad or even more? What do you think, Skull fans? Is Valladay the secret weapon we need? Let's keep going. Let's zoom in on Xazavian Valladay's college career, because this guy was a straight-up star. At Wyoming, he racked up 3,281 yards and 19 touchdowns over 4 seasons, earning first-team All-Mountain West honors in 2019 and 2020. Then, at Arizona State in 2022, he exploded for 1,192 yards and 16 touchdowns in a single season, leading the Pac-12 in scores. This dude's a playmaker, and his 4.46 40-yard dash and 40-inch vertical scream elite athleticism. Scouts loved Valladay's potential coming out of college, comparing him to NFL studs like Reggie Bush and Tevin Coleman for his receiving skills and explosiveness. Despite being snubbed from the NFL Combine, he turned heads at Arizona State's Pro Day with a 4.43-second 40-yard dash and 22 bench press reps. That's the kind of athleticism that gets Vikings fans dreaming of big plays in the purple and gold. But here's the big question. Can Valladay translate that college magic to the NFL? He's yet to see an offensive snap in the pros, but with Minnesota's backfield depth thinning out behind Jones and Mason, this could be his shot. What's your prediction, Vikings Nation? Will Valladay carve out a role, or is he a practice squad gem? Hit the comments and let's talk. Let's talk about the timing of this signing. It's pure genius. With the Vikings' final preseason game just days away, head coach Kevin O'Connell is playing it smart by keeping Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason on the sidelines to avoid injuries. Valladay's arrival means we get to see a hungry, explosive back in action against the Titans, giving us a glimpse of what he can bring to the table. This move is all about depth and discovery as we finalize our 53-man roster. The Vikings' backfield is already stacked with talent. Aaron Jones led the team with 1,138 rushing yards last season, despite battling injuries, and Jordan Mason, acquired from the 49ers in March, is locked in as RB2. But after those two, the depth chart gets murky, with Ty Chandler, Xavier Scott, and rookie Trey Stewart vying for spots. Valladay's experience across multiple teams could give him an edge in this competition. Imagine this. Valladay breaks off a big run or snags a screen pass for a touchdown in the preseason finale. Could that performance lock him into the practice squad or even the active roster? Fans, what's your gut telling you? Will Valladay steal the show on Friday night? Let's keep the Skull vibes rolling and dive deeper. Training camp has been a wild ride for the Vikings, and the Valladay signing is just one piece of the puzzle. The team also announced two other roster moves, adding offensive lineman Zach Bailey while waiving linebacker Max Tooley. These moves show the front office is laser-focused on building depth across the board as we head into the regular season. With cutdown day on August 26th, every snap in the preseason finale is a make-or-break moment for players like Valladay. Zach Bailey, a familiar face who spent time on the Vikings practice squad in 2020 and 2021, brings versatility to the offensive line. Meanwhile, waiving Tooley highlights the insane depth in Brian Flores' front seven, where even first-round pick Dallas Turner is fighting for reps. The Vikings' defense is being called one of the best in the NFL, and moves like these show how tough it is to crack this roster. What's got you most excited about these roster tweaks? Is it the potential of new blood like Valladay and Bailey, or the fact that our defense is stacked to the brim? Drop your thoughts below, because we're building something special in Minnesota. Let's keep unpacking this. Let's paint a picture of Valladay's journey to the Vikings. It's a true underdog story. After dominating at Wyoming and Arizona State, Valladay went undrafted in 2023, signing with the Texans as one of the top undrafted free agents. But just 10 days later, he was cut. Quick stints with the Steelers and Jets followed, with Valladay spending most of 2023 on New York's practice squad before joining the Saints in November 2024. His only NFL action came in Week 18 of 2023 with the Jets, where he played 12 special teams snaps against the Patriots. No offensive touches yet, but his college tape shows a back who can run, catch, and make defenders miss. The Vikings, known for giving underdogs a chance, might just be the perfect spot for Valladay to shine. What do you think, Skull Crew? Is Valladay's resilience the kind of energy we need in Minnesota? Could he be the next diamond in the rough for the Vikings? Let's hear your predictions as we head into the next scene. Now, let's talk about the Vikings' running back room and where Valladay fits in. Aaron Jones is the undisputed RB1, bringing veteran leadership and 1,138 yards last season. Jordan Mason, the new RB2, adds a physical presence after his time with the 49ers. But the RB3 spot, that's where the battle is heating up, with Ty Chandler and Xavier Scott going head-to-head, and now Valladay throwing his hat in the ring. In the Vikings' recent preseason loss to the Patriots, 12-20, Xavier Scott showed flashes with 28 rushing yards and 3 catches for 44 yards, while Ty Chandler managed 12 yards. Valladay, with his college pedigree and elite athleticism, could push both players for that RB3 role or at least secure a practice squad spot. His 88 receptions for 873 yards in college also make him a dual-threat option in Kevin O'Connell's offense. Who's your pick for RB3, Vikings fans? Chandler, Scott, or could Valladay sneak in and surprise us all? Hit the comments and let's debate this backfield battle. The Vikings front office is playing chess, not checkers, with these late preseason moves. Signing Valladay and Bailey while cutting Tooley shows they're prioritizing offensive depth and flexibility. With the offensive line being one of the NFL's most expensive after a major offseason revamp, Bailey's addition strengthens the unit protecting J.J. McCarthy and opening holes for the run game. Valladay, meanwhile, gives O'Connell another weapon to test in the preseason finale. This strategy isn't new for Minnesota. They often bring in depth pieces late in the preseason to evaluate talent without risking their stars. Valladay's 4.46 speed and 40-inch vertical make him a tantalizing option, especially if he can contribute on special teams like he did with the Jets. His 80 yards after contact in 41 preseason carries over the past 2 years show he's not afraid to lower the shoulder. What's the ceiling for Valladay in purple? Practice squad mainstay, special teams ace, or something more? Skull Nation, let's hear your hot takes in the comments. Let's shift gears to the bigger picture. Training camp vibes. The Vikings' 2025 camp has been a roller coaster, with J.J. McCarthy dazzling against the Patriots and T.J. Hawkinson earning buzz as a top 5 fantasy tight end. The defense, led by Brian Flores, is living up to its billing as one of the league's best, with standouts like Dallas Turner making it tough for anyone to crack the lineup. The energy in Egan is palpable as we inch closer to the regular season. Valladay's signing fits perfectly into this high-energy environment. With the final preseason game looming, players like him get a chance to shine while the starters rest. His college production, 99 yards from scrimmage per game, suggests he could make an impact if given the opportunity. Will he seize the moment against the Titans? What's got you fired up about this training camp, Vikings fans? Is it McCarthy's arm, the defense's dominance, or new guys like Valladay? Drop your thoughts below and let's keep the Skol train rolling. The clock is ticking toward roster cutdown day on August 26th, and the pressure is on for players like Valladay. With only 53 spots available, every rep in the Titans game is a chance to impress the coaching staff. Valladay's versatility as a runner and receiver could make him a valuable practice squad candidate, especially if he shows out on special teams, where he's already proven he can contribute. The Vikings' backfield depth is a storyline to watch. Ty Chandler and Xavier Scott are battling for RB3, but neither has locked it down yet. Valladay's experience with multiple teams and his hunger to prove himself could give him an edge, especially if he delivers a standout performance on Friday. His 1,481 all-purpose yards at Arizona State show he's got the tools to make plays. Who's making your 53-man roster, Skol fans? Does Valladay have a shot, or is the RB3 battle already decided? Let's hear your predictions in the comments. Let's talk about Valladay's fit in Kevin O'Connell's offense. The Vikings love to spread the field, using quick passes and a versatile run game to keep defenses guessing. Valladay's 88 college receptions make him a perfect fit for screen passes and checkdowns, especially with J.J. McCarthy's ability to extend plays. If he can show that dual-threat ability in the preseason finale, he might just catch the coach's eyes. His athletic profile is another reason to get excited. A 4.46 40-yard dash, 40-inch vertical, and 10'3" broad jump earned him a 9.46 relative athletic score, one of the highest for undrafted running backs in 2023. Compared to Arian Foster by some scouts, Valladay has the raw talent to be a contributor if he puts it all together. What kind of role do you see for Valladay in this offense? A gadget player, a special teams spark, or something bigger? Vikings Nation, let's get those comments flowing. As we head into the final preseason game, the Vikings are all about evaluating depth. Valladay's signing isn't just about adding a body. It's about finding hidden gems who can contribute in 2025. His 41 preseason carries for 83 yards over the past 2 years don't jump off the page, but 80 of those yards came after contact, showing his toughness and vision. That's the kind of grit Minnesota loves. The Titans game on August 22nd will be Valladay's audition tape. With Jones and Mason likely sitting out, he'll get plenty of touches to show what he can do. A big play or two could lock in a practice squad spot, especially with the Vikings' history of developing undrafted talent. Think Alexander Mattison or C.J. Ham. Could Valladay be next? What's your bold prediction for Valladay's performance against the Titans? Will he break a long run or snag a touchdown? Drop it in the comments, Skol fans. Let's take a step back and look at the Vikings' 2025 offseason strategy. The front office has been aggressive, trading for Jordan Mason, revamping the offensive line, and drafting an athletic class that ranks second in the NFL for relative athletic score. Valladay's signing fits this trend of adding explosive, high-upside players to keep the roster young and dynamic. The addition of Zach Bailey also shows Minnesota's commitment to protecting J.J. McCarthy and boosting the run game. With one of the NFL's most expensive offensive lines, the Vikings are all in on creating opportunities for players like Valladay to succeed. This is a team built for balance, explosive offense, stingy defense, and depth everywhere. What's your take on the Vikings' offseason moves? Are we building a Super Bowl contender? Let's get the Skol chant going in the comments. The Vikings' defense is stealing headlines in training camp, and it's no surprise why. Brian Flores has crafted a unit that's being called the best in the NFL, with players like Dallas Turner fighting for snaps in a loaded front seven. Waiving Max Tooley was a tough call, but it shows how deep this defense is. Valladay's signing, meanwhile, ensures the offense keeps pace with that defensive firepower. For Valladay, special teams could be his ticket to sticking around. His 12 snaps with the Jets in 2023 were all on special teams, and the Vikings value players who can contribute in multiple phases. A strong showing against the Titans could make him a valuable depth piece, especially with the regular season kicking off soon. What's more exciting right now, Vikings fans? The offense's potential or the defense's dominance? Drop your thoughts below and let's keep this hype train moving. As we wrap up training camp, the Vikings are setting the stage for a big 2025 season. The regular season is just weeks away, and while the exact schedule isn't out yet, we know Minnesota will open on Monday Night Football against the Chicago Bears on September 8th at Soldier Field. Valladay's addition gives us one more player to watch as we finalize the roster and gear up for that primetime showdown. The focus now is on the Titans game, where Valladay and other bubble players will get their shot to shine. With cutdown day looming, every carry, catch, and tackle matters. Valladay's college tape and athleticism suggest he's got the tools to make an impact, but can he put it all together under the lights? What's your game plan for watching the preseason finale, Skull fans? Are you locked in on Valladay or someone else? Let's hear it in the comments. Alright, Vikings Nation, we're at the finish line. Xazavian Valladay's signing is a low-risk, high-reward move that could pay dividends for the Vikings. Whether he's a practice squad gem or a surprise roster addition, his speed, toughness, and versatility make him a player to watch. As we head into the final preseason game and the regular season beyond, the purple and gold are shaping up to be a force in 2025. This is why we love being Vikings fans. The drama, the passion, and the endless possibilities. So, what's your final take on Valladay and our training camp moves? Drop your thoughts, predictions, and skull chants in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going and build this community stronger than ever. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow Vikings fans. Hit the bell for all the latest Vikings news, and let's ride this purple wave all the way to the Super Bowl. Skull.